Hi, my name is Desiree, and this is my week 2 review for Java 1. And this week we had to create a template for our final app and prepare it to use with an API of our choice. And the API that I chose is a music API that allows users to search through different songs based on the artist and the genre. But this week I had some trouble because I couldn't get my list view to work. I was trying to create an app where it had a text view at the top that just kind of gave like a call to action to let the user know what they can do. And then I had a edit text view where the user would type in the song or the artist and then a button to search through that query and pull that JSON data that we were going to use, but that wasn't working, so I had to revert back to the basic layout, and I chose to use a spinner. So I'm going to go ahead and run my app. My phone's a little bit, I dropped my phone, so it's broken, but you can kind of still see. So let me run it, and this is what it's going to look like, but not for the final app, just for the test. I'm hoping to get what I really want to work. I hate that I can't show the. So let me turn down the light. Okay, there we go. Yeah, my phone is broken, don't judge. So at the top you have a spinner, and when you click the spinner you have different options. So those are my string options in my string.xml file, and I created R&B, rap, hip hop, or rock. And when you click on one of them, it pulls up a not really like a list, but pulls up, gives you return data from the JSON enum that I created, and it has just the artist name and the song, and it gives you a list, and I created it so that it'll scroll because I have extra data. And then if you click on one of the items, you'll get an alert that says select an action, and you can download it. You can say yes or cancel. I'm not going to click yes because right now it doesn't do anything, so it'll close out the app. So I'm just going to click cancel, and that's what the app does. So then I went through the code really quick, and this. So here's the code. I have my main activity where I have my objects that I created, my string, which is my genres, and which I have my genres here, my string XML file, and the resource file is requirements use a resource file. And then I created my spinner. So here's where I created the adapter, and I called a simple spinner item, called my resource, or my genres, and then initialize spinner and set the adapter to the spinner that I created. I have my layout, which is my linear layout, my main layout, and the parameters that I set. And then I wanted to create a listener so that once the user clicked on an item or a genre, it would then go in and find the position, basically which genre did they click on, which position 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's going to find that position, and instead of like normally just giving back some default data, if you were just creating a regular linear layout, it goes into the JSON. Pull up my JSON. Goes into my JSON file that I created, where I build the JSON. I created my main object, the data that I wanted to pull in, and created the objects for that to give me back from my enum. And then I return those objects, and then I read it so that I can see it in my app. And it goes back into the main activity and it pulls that. So I set the text view, which is the return view for that data, and it goes into JSON and it gets the read text. And then I allowed it to be scrollable because at first I added more data so that it could kind of give the user that real feeling of having a bunch of items pulled up when they did their search or clicked on an item. And then I went in there into that same view and I created that alert so that when they click on one of the items that you'd be able to download it, kind of just like an example of how I want it to come out for the API. This is just my regular text view that says find a song at the beginning, and the result view that I created, and then I added all my views. That was pretty much it. I know I didn't meet all the requirements. I did have some trouble with the additional view. So I have my enums with methods and fields. I have my JSON, my data types, I have some conditions. The only thing I couldn't really do was create that additional layout. Like I said, I was having a hard time with the list view. I'm still trying to understand that. And I tried it with the grid view too, but that didn't work either. So I have to just backtrack on those views and try to play with it a little bit more because I really want my data to come back into a list view. So that was it. This app is based probably, anyone can use it. The idea of my app, I really wanted to create an app called Tone Up because I work out a lot and I like to listen to music, of course. So I thought of an app that, geared towards people that work out. Allows users to find music with their setting. They can choose music, create playlists. I don't know about creating playlists yet. That might be a little bit far out. Too much work to begin with. And that's actually the plan for my app. So I'm hoping that I can get that to work. I'd rather have, instead of the spinner, I'd rather have the edit text so that they can actually do a search. But I'm going to try to get that working for next week. If not, I'll just stick to this view, but try to get my results in a list view or better format. And that's pretty much it. I did have some trouble. That's why I'm a little bit late. But hopefully next week will go a lot smoother.